Hey there, my name is Anastasia. Shwayu is my surname and I go by the name God's Masterpiece. It's official, you can actually call me GM. I am basically just a young woman who is passionate about positivity and inspiring the youth, and today I'm going to be talking about being yourself, being the person that God created you to be and not changing yourself for anything or for anyone. And before I emphasize more on that, I would love to take this opportunity and thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for taking time off and listening to me. I really appreciate it. May God bless you. Life is so precious, life is eye-catching, but most of the time we don't realize it because we're not being ourselves. We carry a heavy burden of always wishing to be someone else or somewhere else, and but our Creator who created us wants us to value ourselves for who we are. He wants us to love ourselves for who we turned out to be. I mean, it's okay to be cool, classy, shy, uncool, crazy or whatsoever, but it's never okay to not be yourself. You've got to be yourself 24/7, and it touches me to the bone to see young people, mostly young girls, trying their best to fit in, and some of us actually have this attitude of always being negative about ourselves, which makes us go an extra mile to join squads. And you must not live your life according to what people think. Don't ever let anyone else rule over you, because you're your own boss. Okay, don't let anyone else tell you what to do with your life because they feel they're much better than you. Okay, if you're different, you shouldn't hide it or change your identity in order for people to like you or for people to realize you. You know, God created you different because he wanted you different. You shouldn't change your identity. You shouldn't change your identity just because you are fat, just because you're skinny, just because you are short or tall or whatsoever your case might be. You are beautiful in God's eyes. You are God's best. Okay, you must always remember that God doesn't create trash. He doesn't create junk. He created you in his own image and he is proud of who you are. I repeat, God doesn't create trash. He doesn't create junk. He created you in his own image and he is quite proud of who you are. What people think doesn't define you. You are precious and you are you, and you is you that you want. Okay, don't let anyone steal your light spot or dim your light just because you don't feel good enough. Don't let anyone, and I mean anyone, make you their minion. You know, just because you're fat doesn't mean you're ugly. Believe me, you are beautiful just the way you are. If someone ever calls you ugly or for being fat, dark skinned, skinny, tall, short, or whatsoever your case might be, you should literally let it in one ear and out in the other ear. Don't set room for negativity because it's bad for your health. Okay, most of the time we worry so much about what people think or what people say about us, and we literally forget that we're going to leave this earth very soon. We forget that we're going to die. And speaking of death, have you ever realized or have you ever thought of how long you're going to worry about what people think about you? Of eventually, even if you die, people are still going to talk about you. You know, how many people died and we still talk about them? I mean, they're 6 feet underground. Some of them turned into dust. I mean, 6 feet underground people, but we still talk about them. Okay, so this actually tells you that no matter what you do, whether you do right, whether you do wrong, people are still going to talk about you. One of my favorite pastors once said that you can never be glad about someone else if you're most certainly not glad about yourself. And you should always realize that you're special to God. That's why he sent Jesus to die for you. The reason why God doesn't want us to wish to be different, or why God didn't create us different, why God created us different, is because he doesn't want us to wish to be someone else or somewhere else. Okay, think about it. Okay, in order to find out the value of a product, you measure it by the price paid for it, and your price is the life of Jesus who died for you. And that's really expensive, because that means that we are worth a life, not worth a million, not worth more than a million, but we are worth more than a life because Jesus died for us. Okay, you should never make yourself feel vulnerable just because you want someone to feel valuable. You need to understand and you need to memorize the positive words in your life. And one thing that I want you to keep in your mind is that boss men and boss ladies, come in both sizes and shapes. They don't just come in one size, they come in both sizes. There's no particular size for a boss man, there's no particular size for a boss lady, okay? You should stop giving people worth, stop giving people discount. And I realized that nowadays we are so much of a follower, we are too much into following, and we don't want to do things on our own, okay? We need to stop being a follower, stop jumping when people say jump. For once, let them jump when you say jump, because you are nobody's minion, you are nobody's pet. Be comfortable in your own skin, be comfortable in your own body. You are nobody's minion, okay? Don't get too comfortable with negativity, let it roll off your back. All my life, I have come across people who said mean things to me, things that could have probably made me really feel less about myself. But when it comes to negativity, I'm not bragging, but I literally let it roll off my back, because I know it's not going to break me, but it's going to it's not going to build me, but it's going to break me. Sorry. We need to understand that people say bad things to you because they want you to feel bad. They say bad things like you're ugly because they want you to feel ugly. So if you end up feeling ugly, or you end up thinking that yes, I'm ugly, then you become ugly, because what you think is what you become. You need to live your life positively, because it's up to you to control what's in your life. You are your own boss. You control what's in and what's out. You have your life in your hands. Like literally, your life is in your hands. The other thing is that you shouldn't be moved by those that have everything in life. Just because you don't have everything, and I'm speaking about trends. Just because you don't have whatever is trending, it doesn't mean that you are less. You are worthless. Okay. It's not about what you wear. It's never been about what we wear. It can never be about what we wear, but it's always been about what we have in our brains. It's about what you think. It's about how you live your life. It's about what's in your brain, okay? You should be proud of what you have. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of your culture. You are where you are for a reason. I have met a lot of people. I have met a lot of people who literally deny their tribe or their culture because they're not comfortable with who they are. I mean, if you are Nama, Damara, Vambu, Caprivian, Hero, Colored, so be it. Okay? You don't have to change yourself to be part of any other tribe just because you don't want to be a Vambo, or you don't want to be a Nama, or you don't want to be a Herero. No, you must be happy of who you are, where you turned out to be. Yes, the other thing is that you never ask God to place you in any tribe. You found yourself there, so you must just leave it as it is, because it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Just live your life according to what you have, okay? You are not a mistake. You are there for a reason, okay? Make peace with it, live with it. It's who you are. Boys and girls, I would really love to stay and chat, but I've gotta love and leave you. Always be yourself, be bold, be unique, be brave, be original, be you. Last but not least, stay positive. My name is Anastasia. Shwayo is my surname, and you can officially call me God's Masterpiece, GM. But anyways, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for taking time off and tuning in with me. Have a blessed day. Please don't forget to share.